Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard another Charlie 31 departure. We're on the ground here in Port MacQuarie, Australia, New South Wales, about halfway between Brisbane and Sydney. We are getting ready to take this beautiful QANTAS livery for a spin. We are going to go up to, or out to, Lord Howe Island. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me this afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Let's get into the airplane. Let's get things set up. So we're going to see everything ultra cold and dark. So get some clicky clicks going on here. And with that, we can go ahead and get the ground power battery on. We're going to go ahead and start our APU while we are here on the ground. And let's get our flight plan loaded. While all this is going on, we're also going to grab, there's our route. We're going to get some tools going for us. So let's get our, listen to that APU get fired up. We're going to get our little tablet here set up and organized while we don't have to worry about much as far as jitters and jabs. And I want to just check in with everybody. How was the Christmas? Hope you guys had a good one. Mine was all right. Nice, calm, cool, and collected. Got some snow coming in today. So might have some weird schedule tomorrow, but till then, we're going to go ahead and grab this flight plan, get this flight done, and see what we can get away with. So, all right, there are no departures. We're going to leave on runway 21. We're going to go all the way out there. Lord Howe Island is actually kind of nice. Kind of a, if you're going out to New Zealand, it's a quick little stop if you need to, for fuel if you're flying something other than a 3-hour capable bird. But yeah, Lord Howe Island, really pretty. And now we can go ahead and grab this one. That way I can see if you guys are chiming up on me. Let's bring, we don't have any VAT sim on. So let's bring this back. We are QANTAS 25 Delta. There we go. And finally, let's go ahead and get GSX up and running. Operate stairs. And I'll need to, I do need to get rid of the old, what is that? I have to go into the aircraft config for PMDG. With that, we don't need any more of those tools. We are on aircraft power. We can get you going. And once down through the columns, everything's good there. Get some power there. Get the pumps on since we are here. We are on APU Gen. It's looking good. All the way through here. We're good there. Let's get our light. We're all right there. We are on aircraft power, so we can actually get these on. There we go. Everything else is looking really good down here. 122.8. There we go. Oh, got some cables getting lined up on stuff. So, let's see, what are we doing here? Alright, so with that, let's grab some more GSX stuff going on. Let's get passengers loaded. Boarding requested. Alright. It feels good to get back and see this 737-800. Bro, why are you doing that? Getting rid of that. Perfect. Got that guy just milling him out smartly down there. All right, let's get our IRS aligning. Those look good. Hey, okay, here we go. All right, on to FMC programming. December 25th to January 22nd. No. We want both. and we also want to move that out of the way before it causes me headaches. So we'll get you moved over here. There we go. All right. So our air rack is up to date, so we can go to our pause in it. We are at Yankee Papa Mike, Quebec. Let's grab our position over here. Drop that there. We should have everything lined up. Give me 2 minutes, folks. All right, folks, sorry about that. I had to go take care of some puppy stuff, but we are back in the old flight deck. Crew's getting the aircraft ready in the back. Got all the passengers seated. We just need to go through our little FMC setup. So we are at Port MacQuarie. Now we can go to our route, drop that into our origin, and guess what? We can make a request. So important thing here is on the tablet, request your data from SimBrief once you have your name in there. Then you will have this quick little, you will have a green Port MacQuarie to Lord Howe Island. You can grab that, set your payload per SimBrief, set your fuel per SimBrief, grab your route, and then it will go ahead and make that request. Here in just a moment, we'll be able to load that route, and we just need to add whatever it is we feel like here. So we are going to do ILS because I do believe they are getting a little bit of rain. All right, so we're going to do RNAV runway 10. RNAV runway 10. And let's do LQMA. Whiskey Alpha. There we go. Let's add that to the route. So we're going to have to do some adjustments there. So Echo Golf, Echo India we can get rid of, as well as Echo Foxtrot once we get the flight plan loaded in. So let's go ahead and load that, and then let's get rid of those. Echo Foxtrot. Nice. So our departure is going to be runway 21. Tyler, how are you, man? Welcome aboard. It's going good. How about you? You enjoying your Saturday before we get really cruddy weather overnight? All right. Arrivals. We're going to land RNAV runway 10. and we do Whiskey Alpha, and then we go to our route, activate and execute. Let's go to our legs page, and we go all the way down. So 2 Echo Foxtrot. We'll get rid of that one. And 2 Echo India. Delete that one. And 2 Echo Golf. There we go. So we will depart there. And we are set. Execute. And we're going to make Whiskey Alpha. We will make that a hard 4100. So 4100. There we go. Execute that. And our flight plan is set. We've made some changes there, so we can go ahead and delete these. Should be a much easier flight to do there. So there we have it. All right, so we are set here, here, and here. We can go. Let's clear that little nonsense out. Perf in it. 0 fuel weight. Let's take a look at our flight plan. 0 fuel weight 33.1. 33.1. We can drop that in there. Our reserves today are 3.7. And Tyler, I appreciate you stopping by, man. And we are 4-1, 4-4. Cruise at 310 today. Weather was looking kind of gross in Lord Howe Island. So even better. So I love cruddy weather. 219 at 58. And everything else is good. Transition altitude is 10,000. N1 limits, we can come over here. Not enough METAR information found, so let's go here. Alright. Well, where else could we go? Let's see. It sounds like everybody's on board. Let's see. What do you think? Sea in the wind. Let's look at our airport. We're just going to taxi you right around the corner here, and we're on our way. So get our lights adjusted here for you. You guys are good, okay? And we got everybody on board. Another bus. All right, yeah, nobody here on air traffic control. So let's go over here. What do you think the ATIS is? Let's do a search. YSSY. Let's see, 220. Yep, at 19. Outside air temperature in Celsius is 19. Beautiful day. And the QNH is, oh, bro, where'd you go? $1020. There we go. Let's calculate that. I'm not buying. Oh, pounds. Let me see what our flight plan is asking for. No, it's in pounds. Let's see about flaps 10. See if that does anything for us. Flaps 10. All right, flaps 10 takeoff today. Or how about if we go flaps 5? Calculate. There, flaps 5. We're good. Optimum. We're set there. We're good. All right, N1 takeoff. We're good. Okay, so our temperature is nothing to worry about. So we're good takeoff there. Flaps 5. CG 23.8. $42, $42, $51. 40, 42, 51. I'm okay with that. We're good. 505. So let's go ahead and get 5 set in the old trim. $505 approximately set there. So we're going up to 310. Got all the passengers on board. 310 there, 310 there, and we are at sea level. And we will be at sea level. Wait until you see Lord Howe Island. It's pretty legit. All right, so we are good there, and there. So all right, with that, folks. Dude, did he just drive through our bus? Or go right through our airplane? Alright. Let's operate stairs, get rid of that. You can see all our doors closed. How we look out here. And with that, we can actually stop DSX. Well, let's see. All right, we should be able to. Let's turn it off. There we go. Everybody's out the way. With that, DSX is out of here. All right, doors wide open. Get those two closed and we are ready for start. So Gonna be fairly quick flight up and down into Lord Howe Island, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. We are flying QANTAS 25 Delta. And that runway heading is 197. One nine seven, 151, 31,000 feet. We can go ahead and turn on our flight directors. LNAV, VNAV, we'll do heading select. Just quick turn back to the left and we're on our way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to roll. All right, here we go. All right, spin number 2. I think this starts way too fast. All right, engine 2 is on. Engine 1 coming up. Engine 1 is good. All right, we're ready to roll, folks. Here we go. Port MacQuarie ground, QANTAS 25 Delta, back 21. Back taxi on the runway. Port MacQuarie. Oh no, we don't have to back taxi on the runway. Nice. All right. Here we go. Brakes work, here we go. Good job, bro. Go. Port MacQuarie traffic, QANTAS 25 Delta lining up on 21. Helps if I'm on 22.8. Feel bad. Let me double check. Yep, just me. Here we go. Port MacQuarie traffic, Qantas 25 Delta, departing on 21 to the east. Port MacQuarie. Auto throttle arm. %, power, let it stabilize. We're going to stand on the brake. And toga. That was my bad. Such a quick taxi. Gear up. Oh, choppy right here. Go out and take a look. Looking really good. Look at that. We're going to go to our lights page. D, X, Q, and L nav. We're on our way, folks. Alright, after takeoff, check. Aircraft is doing aircraft things. I like it. Thanks, Mac. How are you, pal? Any news on the flight? Brisbane's up that way. Sydney's... Can't see Sydney. Brisbane's up that way. Why, honestly, probably midpoint between Sydney and Brisbane. I like flying out of that airport. Beautiful beaches. Nice. This is good stuff. I do work tomorrow, but I'm off Wednesday, New Year's Eve. I mean, I could actually arrive. What is our arrival? LH2 Whiskey Bravo. That's what we're doing. Whiskey Bravo, execute, leg. That's going to be 4100 again. Copy that. Kind of expected. So then at Whiskey Mike 376, that's where we want to be. Whiskey Foxtrot 1980. Perfect. Folks, we're on our way out to Lord Howe Island. That is a standard. And we're on our way so we can get these going. Got about 2,000 pounds in the center tanks, so we're good. We're gonna run that now. I prefer just to, during takeoff, that way I don't get a bright flashing fuel pumps warning light. Lord Howe Island, it's a beauty. It's fairly straightforward, but very small. And did you see, I just saw that they actually have like a payware version of Milford Sound. It might be Orbix. I don't know if I've ever seen that. So 800 feet there, we can get that dialed in real easy. On the nose, we're set. Alright folks, let's see how we're doing. We are almost to bead. 70 miles till we're top of climb, and we will be at Lord Howe Island 0142, so about 44 minutes from now, 43 minutes from now. So we're going to be quick up and down. Thanks for joining along with me, Mac. You have a good Boxing Day? Get any presents? Or did you do any service? I know your job is pretty much service, but alright, we look at Lord Howe Island. 2,900 feet. Captain Jack, welcome aboard, pal. Had a great holiday. Take your time, enjoy the movie. Hopefully it's a good one. Hope you had a good Christmas, pal. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll chat with you in a minute. I may be doing another leg here in a little while, maybe around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I might want to fly Namibia. if you're interested. Alright, so keep forgetting we can do this, so there you go. So you can. Nice. How's your ma hanging in there? Well, let's go to our performance page here. Let's see what kind of grief it's going to give us. Landing dispatch, runway 10. Doesn't have it. Can you tell me they don't have any Lord Howe Island? 2913. $100. Did you stream it, Captain Jack? That's what I always look for. I always look for good, cruddy weather. Lord Howe Island had some rainstorms moving through. So guess what? We should put some weather radar on, huh? There we go. Nothing. Crying out loud. Alright, well, saying all of this. Copy. We're going to go full on flaps 40. Airport altitude, airport elevation, 17.
Consider Shadow 772 is tied going to 737, 54 miles east of Yankee X-ray Papa Mike.
I don't want that.
Flight level
I don't want any of that. I don't want anything to do with that.
Following.
Runway heading. (100).
Squawk Tree 404, Shadow 772.
I don't want any of that. Oh, good googly moogly. Alright, well that's not going to work. Let's go here. Can we do that in here? No, we don't have performance. Well, all right. With that, we're gonna wing it. A lot of wind. Nice. 2.8 is right hand pattern. Set a left. Top climb coming up in about 22 miles, 16 nautical miles. Oh, huh? Oh. Ometer. I do not believe I have reverse toggle. Alright. This stuff we have to work on. I did that the other night, last night in the Learjet. Had the Learjet up and didn't have all the keybinds for that. You need to get in there and do it. Kind of important. The barrel, big one is the barrel trim. So being able to adjust your artificial horizon. Your flight director, not your artificial horizon. Your flight director against the artificial horizon to give you what you need. Very important. Totally jacked that one up last night. $1,000 to go. Alright, level one off, 310, 31,000 feet. You're set there. Heading 197. We can actually do this. Look at that. 082. All the way across. We're looking pretty good. On landing runway is 100. We can get you guys set up. Runway heading in Lord Howe Island, runway 10. All right. Our nav approach is pretty straightforward. Come in left Lord Howe to Whiskey Bravo. Straight in pretty much. Then there is a at 2 Whiskey Mike. It'll be almost like going into, was it Juneau? Yeah, flying into Juneau, where you get the runway and then you make the turn to the right. So let's see, we're 0.5. We'll let that go for another moment. Less than 200 miles to Lord Howe Island, so 194 to go. Pretty much going to be a straight drop in. Alright, we're 0 there. Let's go ahead and get these fuel pumps turned off. It's a quick flight. Told you folks, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get her done. We're gonna go flaps 40, 143. That's what you got there. We're gonna go brake max. You're there. You are there. So you're set. 1980 is what we're looking for. $1,900 is what we got. $143. Let's go to our legs page, and at Whiskey Mike, we're going to be 143. There we go, we're all set. So 210 or lower at 4,100 feet, then 207. We can make that 200, I think. Then we got 5 miles, get slowed down about 52 knots. And then another 5 miles, get slowed down 5 knots. So there you have it. I wonder if we have any weather there. Look at that. Well, shucks, with this. That weather is real. 2822. We're going to go around. We're going to select runway 28. Echo Golf. There we go. Doing Echo Golf. Execute. We're out. Wow, now we get to do all that over again. So still 40 of 143. All right. $16.80. What's our new minimum? 800 again? 1140 now. $1140 set for our minimums. Intercept altitude is 1680. 1680 is where we're going to. 160. Set there, so we can do that descent. 32 at Echo India. We're making that 1680. Alright, with that, we are all set. Let's grab runway 28, put that in our fixed page. /5/10. Oh, it's good that they've got weather for Lord Howe. And this one won't be quite as fun because it'll be straight in. Alright. Top of descent coming here in about 21, 22 miles. 24. Got the awesome livery. They're just ripping along. Back. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was under my seat. Ah. That's kind of funny. But it does put us a little further out to 45 instead of 43. 2 more minutes to get around the corner there. rain up over here. On our descent. are on our descent. We are about 60 miles away from the airport. Probably another 80 track miles to the airport. We're going to go around the south of the island, give ourselves a left turn, join the RNAV for runway 28. We will see how bad the crosswinds are. 14 knot crosswind from the left could be a little interesting. They do have a little note for severe turbulence. There it is. Range can be brought back to 1 knot. See, that's a thunderstorm I saw earlier. back to standard. There she is, Lord Howe Island. I'm gonna go right there in the middle. Indeed, thank you. Lord Howe Island traffic, QANTAS 25 Delta, 20 miles southwest of the airfield to join the RNAV 28 Lord Howe. RNAV 28. Here we go. Make this one stick. There's a strange rock. Flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 5, speed check. All good, Gabo. You all right? Hope you had a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. There's a runway right in front of us. 30 knot crosswind. This is going to be fun. Get our flight path vector going. Cleared to land. Could be cleared for the option.
2500.
That's sporty.
Approaching minimums.
Continuing.
Minimums.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
1,000.
My controls. $30 knots.
500.
Here comes the wind change.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50.
Oh,
30. 20. 10.
oh, that was a heck of a touchdown. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, we're going in the water. Going in the water. No thrust reversers. Welcome to Lord Howe Island, folks. Alright. Taxi over to the gate here. Dude, those are my skid marks right there. Look at that. Dude, that's legit coming around that little point. Should have been prepared for that. Alright. That one will catch you out. That was rough. Maybe in the 600. But I might just go out and practice some approaches to this one. That was a lot of fun coming in. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this stream. Thanks for being here. It was fun going swimming with you. With that, we're going to go ahead and park it up right here. We can go ahead and get engine number 1 shut down. Engine number 2 coming off. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for flying with me to Lord Howe Island. That was brutal. That thing disappeared, then came back with a vengeance right about touchdown. So they should probably put like some flags or something down here so you can see it. Because that was, well, you probably see it over here. But yeah, that was brutal. Went swimming. Not the world's greatest landing either. All right, folks.